Hi girls! So this is the look we're going to be doing today, and it is based off of Harley Quinn. So we have an all black smoky eye. It's more smoked out just along the edges, so it's completely black on the inside. I shaped it the same kind of shape that is left behind by her mask around her eyes, and then did it in a pitch black the same as her mask is. And then I added just a touch of red glitter on the inner corner and along my cheekbone just to kind of accentuate it a little bit so it didn't look quite as flat. And then we have the rosy berry kind of colored teardrop shaped blush and the red lips. Now Harley Quinn didn't have red lips very often. I think there's only one or two instances where I can think of that she had red lips. Mostly she has black lips. But I really wanted to incorporate the red from her outfit into the lips. And we have that same kind of perma-grin sort of shape that she has to hers. So even when your mouth is completely closed just by the shape of it, it still kind of makes it look like you've got that permanent smile. So that's really cute. Now, of course, I will have a list of all the products on my blog, and that link will be down below in the info section. So let's get started. Okay, girls, so to start off, we're going to prime our entire lid up to our crease and then down underneath our eye as well. Now you're going to take a matte black, and you want to make sure it's not too pigmented. You want something that's a good creamy consistency and fairly pigmented, but not way overboard like a high-end matte black. So I'm going to be using this matte black from my Wet n Wild palette. The L'Oreal Raven works as well as this does. And I'm going to be taking a very small liner brush. You can take any kind of small little detail brush as long as you can blend out a line. You don't want something that has harsh edges and is going to leave you with a harsh edge. So just patting that into our shadow. And you want to take a long time doing this because you don't want to mess up with this black eyeshadow. So take your time on doing this. There is no big rush. First thing we're going to do is line our entire under eye. Now using a clean e.l.f. C brush, this is the only one that I've found that works really well for this. You just want to very lightly buff out any harsh edges on that. Very, very lightly. Don't worry if you lose a little bit of pigmentation because we're going to go back over it. If you can tell, I'm just dragging it up a little bit, not too much. Now go back over that, really close to your lash line. Make sure that it is really dark right there. And then, once again, very lightly buff over the edge. Now you can take the same brush and drag this up and out. And then using your same brush, you're going to go around your tear duct. And then you see this space right in between your crease and your lid in there? You want to go ahead and get all that. I'm just being very slow and patient while I lay down this shape. Now going in with the back back in with the same color, and my C brush, I'm just going to pat that in there. I'm not going to get a whole lot of product in there, and I'm just going to kind of start rounding out this shape right here. So when you got them to where they're about even, you're going to take a slightly stiff, kind of domed brush and just go over those edges. Now just go back and clean up your shape a little bit. If you need to use a little brush with a little bit of concealer on it to kind of even things out, go ahead and do that. So now we have our shapes pretty much matching. Just a touch more right here. You just want to smoke out just the outer edge of it, just so there's not a harsh line. Now I'm going to go back in, and if you see, there's like a little divot between my liner on the top and the line on the bottom. That, and then once again, just very lightly going over that edge. You just really want to take your time doing this so that you don't have them uneven, or so that the point's not too big, it doesn't arch too much, it's not fade enough. Just really take your time on this one. Now I'm going to take my black eyeliner and I'm going to line my upper lash line quite messily. If you don't mind tightlining, go ahead and do that now. Now I'm going to go in with my C brush and just smudge that out a little bit. Not too much. So now I'm going to go in with a super pigmented matte black, And you want something that's very strong. I'm going to take my C brush, just kind of pat it in there and pat that wherever you don't have color. Now there is going to be a difference between the two blacks, and we are going to blend that. Okay, now we're going to line our lower lash line, and you're going to want to line your lower lash line and your waterline. Really make sure that area before your eye is very, very dark. I'm going to curl my lashes and put mascara on. Okay, now for the rest of our face. First of all, you're going to want to use like a berry rose kind of deeper blush, and I'm going to be using this angled brush. And you really want to center it on your cheeks and then do almost kind of like a little teardrop shape to it. Now for lips. Now Harley Quinn normally has black lips. There was a few where she had red lips, but I really wanted to incorporate the red from her costume into this look. So we're going to do very bold, bright red lips. So I'm going to line my lips, and when I'm lining my lips, I'm going to line just inside of my lip line on the corners and then just underneath, so it kind of dips down and up. So kind of like that. For your top lip, you want to go from all the way inside. You don't want to line the outside too far out. And then with your Cupid's bow, you're going to want to flatten it out just a little. So you should wind up with something similar to this. Now we're going to fill it in with a very true, very bright red. So something about this color. So when you color it in, you can see how dragging your outer lip out and the shape that you did and putting the liner on the inside and pulling it out kind of gives you that permanent grin sort of look that Quinn has. Now, if you want to, this is totally an optional step, you can add a little bit of glitter. Now, Quinn never wore any glitter, but I don't know, I think it's kind of fun and adds to the whole little comic book thing. So I'm just going to be taking this red kind of paint on glitter. This is not nail polish, this is glitter. I got it from a local shop years and years ago, but it's the only red that I have. And I'm going to do just a touch on these inner corners. Only where the black is. And then I'm just going to kind of feather that in a little bit. And then I'm going to take it and I'm also going to do my lips as well. And then if you want to, just take a tiny bit on your fingers, kind of rub it around so there's not a whole lot, just a little bit, and do just on this outside corner. Just a tiny bit. You don't want like an obnoxious amount of glitter there, but just a little touch. So the glitter is not showing up too horribly well on my camera because it is very fine glitter, but it definitely adds just a little bit to it, especially if you're going to wear this out, which most of you probably would not wear this otherwise. For your brows, do your brows much lighter and thinner than you normally would. Harley Quinn doesn't really have brows because her mask covers them. So that's it. So here is our finished look, and I did end up taking the glitter off my lips just because that particular glitter with that lipstick was really irritating my lips and very scratchy. I know that there are several companies that just have a plain red glitter though that you can just press into a lip gloss or anything like that. So, of course, if you guys have any other ideas for this comic book girl series, please go to my Facebook or comment below, and I'm definitely trying to do as many of them as I can, and I will be doing another one next week, which will be Catwoman, and I will see you girls next time. Have a great night.